Hey everybody, this is a little bit of a different video, of course. I decided to delay the next vlog until tomorrow or the next day because I was filming a vlog yesterday when you're watching this, and I went down to Craze Outdoors to say hi to everybody down there and film some footage for the vlog, and that will be sequential and that'll still come out, but to my great disappointment, when I walked in the door, Jason, one of the owners, was, beat red, shaking, completely spiraling, and he was like, cut the camera, we just got robbed." Of course, he didn't mean that they had just been robbed, but he had just realized that they had been robbed during the evening, actually the wee hours of the morning, and they caught them on camera, and sure enough, these guys broke into the warehouse at the back of the store and were able to get the garage door open and back what appears to be a U-Haul truck up the ramp, and they just proceeded to load countless amounts of camping supplies, the biggest being like Jackery power stations, EcoFlow power stations, Dometic refrigerators, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it was just, I walked into this and that's what was happening, and I felt so angry and helpless at the same time. If you don't know, Craze Outdoors is a local camping and overland supply store here in Calgary, Alberta. It is family operated. It's just them. They were actually just about to hire on another employee because they've been doing very well since they moved to their new location. Now, of course, they won't be able to do that. I didn't know what to say. There was nothing I could say that was going to be able to, solve anything for them, and that's not what, of course, they were expecting from me. I did, like I said, film as much as I could, and I talked to Jason about it being in the vlog and whatnot, but as we know, my videos are very far behind here on the channel, so that whole sequence of events won't show up for a while. So I wanted to do something, and I think but the only thing I can do is talk to you guys, talk to my community, talk to everybody who watches here, explain the situation to you, and hope and pray that perhaps we can come together as a community and maybe help these guys out. They have been nothing but good to me in the brief time that I've known them. More importantly, though, they have worked themselves to the absolute bone to get this small business to where it is, and it was going so well. And yes, they probably will have insurance that will cover some of this, but in my imagination, you don't ever fully recover from something like this when you are a small business like these guys are. It's not like they have multiple locations across the country. They exist one store in Calgary, in Canada, and that is it. And they have been doing really well, but something like this, I guess I just worry that it's something that could just absolutely crush them. And I hate the fact that we live in a world where people like that can just do stuff like that and potentially ruin lives. Now, maybe I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it will be, but I mean, I don't know. I got angry, I got sad, and I thought this is about all I can really do is turn to my incredible community here, explain the situation to you guys. I've created a GoFundMe for Craze Outdoors that I will put obviously in the description of this video. Jason estimated, just by briefly looking at what was taken, it was probably between $40,000 and $50,000 worth of product. They won't, that they then all of that product was almost all accounted for online orders that they had to send out to people. So they had to frantically get a hold of all of their representatives from these companies and get them to send them emergency orders, which they still have to cover. Right? So that's all well and good that you put the customer first and fulfill those orders, but they can't just get all of that stuff for free, right? So I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to GoFundMe. I have never done anything like that before. I can't sit here and pretend to tell you that I am an expert at this. I set a goal of $10,000. If everybody who watches this just gives $2, we could double that. And I would love to just give it right over to Craze Outdoors to help alleviate some of this pressure that they are absolutely feeling right now. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that here. It kind of also, I mean, it threw me for the day in terms of filming, obviously. Kind of took the wind out of my sails, and it didn't even, like, personally affect me. right? So I did what I could to continue filming, and I've kind of done some of that, but it's kind of become a little bit of a black mark on the day, and I wanted to end my day here by putting this together and saying if you have it in your heart to help out a local small business where I am, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll just say thank you in advance. And as always, thank you for all of the support you show me here on Van Life Plus.